Okay, tell me if this sounds familiar. You're excited to breastfeed, but deep down, you're worried. You start to think about all these different questions swirling around in your head. Things like, what if it hurts? Or what if I don't make enough milk? And how about, what if my baby just won't latch? Listen, I get it. Breastfeeding is supposed to come naturally, right? But then you start to hear all of the horror stories about cracked nipples and babies who just won't eat. Then you start wondering, can I even do this? Well, today I'm going to tell you why breastfeeding feels so hard for most moms and how you can breastfeed easier. Because listen, here's the truth. It's not just about luck or instinct. It's actually about skill. There are real reasons why moms struggle with breastfeeding, and I'm going to break them down for you today so that you don't struggle with those same challenges. Sound good? Let's dive in. All right, the first thing I need you to know is that breastfeeding is a learned skill. It's not like the movies where the baby magically latches and everything's perfect. It takes practice, it takes patience, and the right information. But here's the problem. Most moms are not given the right information. In fact, they're set up to fail before they even start. And the biggest reason for that, most pregnant women are given these 3 huge lies about breastfeeding. And for those that actually believe these lies, they're more likely to struggle than to succeed, possibly even giving up. So let's break this down, starting with the first one. Lie number 1, your body will just know what to do. Nope, your body is incredible, but breastfeeding is a learned process for both you and your baby. Just like walking, talking, or even riding a bike, no one is born knowing how to do those things. That's why babies are constantly learning how to latch, and eventually they get good at it. Now, while babies are practicing how to get that good latch, moms are practicing the right position until they get good at that. So if breastfeeding doesn't feel easy at first, that's totally normal. That doesn't mean that you're failing. Now, here's where it gets really interesting. There's one thing that can make this learning process a lot easier, and most moms have no idea it even exists. But I'll get to that in just a second. First, let's tackle the second big lie. Lie number 2. If you're struggling, you just need to tough it out. Ugh, this one here makes me so mad. So many moms are told that pain is just part of the process. But let me be clear, breastfeeding should not be painful. Let me say that again. Breastfeeding should not be painful. If it is, then that signals to me as a lactation consultant that there's something off. Maybe it's the latch, maybe it's the positioning, or it could even be an undiagnosed tongue tie. The good news is that there are fixes for all of these. So just know that you do not have to simply just push through it. And then there's the biggest lie of all, the one that makes moms second guess themselves and quit way too soon. Lie number 3. If your baby cries a lot, it means that you're not making enough milk. Now, this one is heartbreaking because so many moms are convinced they're not producing enough. But guess what? Most moms are making more than enough milk. Babies cry for a lot of reasons. Things like gas, tiredness, and growth spurts. And in my experience, about 80% of the time, milk supply isn't the issue at all. But when moms don't know this, they start supplementing, their supply drops, and suddenly they feel like they failed at breastfeeding, when really they just needed the right information and guidance from the start. So if believing these lies sets first-time moms up for failure, then what exactly makes breastfeeding easier? Well, let me tell you. Are you ready? Get your pen out. Here's the secret. The moms who have the best breastfeeding experience all have one thing in common. They went in with a plan. They know what to expect, they know how to troubleshoot, and they know exactly what to do if things get hard. Now, if you're here, that means that you're pregnant, that you are interested in breastfeeding, and that you also want to have a positive breastfeeding experience. And in order to do that, you absolutely need a plan. Check the description box below for a link that teaches you how to jumpstart your breastfeeding journey step by step by step. Now, with that being said, I really want to move into the 3 biggest mistakes that first-time moms make that could absolutely destroy your milk supply. I've worked in the hospital, and trust me, these are not the things that they tell you. If you want to avoid the struggle, you absolutely have to hear this. Just click on the next video and I'll see you there. And hey, if this video is helpful, then hit the like button so that this information can get out to more moms just like you. Now, with that being said, go watch the next video, because what I'm about to share could literally make or break your milk supply. I'll see you there.